69 years after the death of India's Iron Man, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the ruling BJP has found its own Sardar in none other than Amit Shah, the Union Minister of Home Affairs. The speed, the guile, the secretive manner in which the special status to Kashmir was abrogated in one stroke speaks volumes on the meticulous planning and the ability of Modi's most trusted lieutenant to make impossible possible. From chalking out the blueprint to covering every detail and plugging every possible loophole, he delivered the unprecedented.
मैं आज बड़े गर्व के साथ कहना चाहता हूं कि बिल भारत के इतिहास में स्वर्णिम अक्षरों के साथ
The decision to bifurcate Jammu and Kashmir and to end the special concessions to the state were taken few weeks after Narendra Modi came back with a renewed mandate in May. This difficult but onerous task was given to Shah. It was him who briefed the topmost RSS leaders, including the Sar Sangh Chalak Mohan Bhagwat, on government's intention to complete the integration of Kashmir with the Union of India and champion Sangh Parivar's 70-year-old vision of one country, one law, one flag. Shah, along with Law Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad and a few secretaries from the Ministry of Home, Law and the Attorney General of India, deliberated on the legal implications of these changes that were needed to strike off the special provisions under Article 370. It was tricky and a double-edged sword. The apex court on numerous occasions had declared that unlike the public perception, Article 370 wasn't a temporary provision but a permanent feature of the Constitution. Hence, any attempt to strike it off would amount to tampering with the basic structure of the Constitution. So the team found a way. Instead, decided to drop the clauses that ensured special status to Himalayan state, even as it kept the controversial article in letter effectively rendered toothless, a move that might help the government scrape through if a judicial review is done by the Supreme Court.
जहां तक जम्मू एंड कश्मीर का सवाल है, हमें कोई भी कानून बनाने के लिए या कोई भी संकल्प लेकर आने के लिए कोई नहीं रोक सकता। इस देश की संसद को संपूर्ण अधिकार है।
With legal aspects addressed, the focus shifted to likely security implications in the valley, and National Security Advisor Ajit Doval was roped in by Amit Shah to assess the situation. The NSA went to Kashmir to evaluate the situation, and based on Doval's assessment, he cut short the Amarnath Yatra and asked tourists to leave the valley. Additional security forces were also flown in to contain the situation in case the valley erupts in protests post the curtailing of the special status. Internet services were suspended, and Kashmiri leaders, both from the mainstream and political parties like Mehbooba Mufti and Omar Abdullah, and separatists, were put under house arrest. Security along the line of control was beefed up, fearing mischief from Pakistan-based militant groups.
अनुच्छेद 370(3) के अंतर्गत
On the political front, the floor managers who ensured smooth passage of RTI and Triple Talaq Bill in Rajya Sabha by engineering defections in opposition ranks were given the task to ensure that government gets this historic bill to sail through the upper house. The floor managers even managed to reach out to BSP Supremo Mayawati and prevailed upon her to support the move. The weekend leading up to the historic Monday was all about man-to-man marking, busy phone lines and all-nighters, with Amit Shah himself personally reaching out to NDA partners. Utmost caution was observed. Only 4 to 5 ministers were privy to Modi government's move. On Sunday, the meeting of the core team at Home Minister's residence continued late into the night. It was only on Monday morning, a few hours before tabling the presidential order and corresponding J&K reorganization bill, that the decision was conveyed to other cabinet colleagues. They were asked to stay back to ensure that no leaks took place. As Shah walked into the upper house to change the political course of Kashmir, he was a confident man. He knew the opposition will be in complete disarray, taken in by the swiftness and the surprise of the move, and that it would have little to counter the ruling dispensation with except creating a ruckus. And so the stage was set as the Shah of the BJP rewrote history.
क्या बात है आप एग्रेसिव होने की क्या बात कर रहे हो जान दे देंगे इसके लिए
As an organizer, his fame has spread far beyond his own party. But by this one strike, Shah has established himself as a matchless peer in the domain of real politics. He has not only reinforced Modi-led government's credentials of a strong leadership, but also made his own place as the true inheritor of the legacy of Sardar Patel.